I am going to fucking punch you.
Are you talking to me or the computer?
Stop being a little bitch!
Again, me or the computer?
Corwin, just fucking stop giving me excuses.
Okay, you are listening to MwaP with the podcast, episode 148.
Listening to MwaP with a podcast, episode 148. I am your Swiss cheese co-host, Scott, and with me is my S cupcake co-host, Corwin. The MwaP with a podcast is your monthly, whenever we fucking feel like, slave view of all things Deadpool, which is published by Marvel Comics. You can follow your MwaP report to us on Facebook under MwaP with a podcast. MwaP with a podcast, all one word, on Blue Sky, or email us at hipsterdockin@gmail.com, and Patrick, send us your Hell House facts.
Hello. I mean, it's literally been about a month since we last recorded.
Yeah, but by the time this goes up and...
this will be out by the beginning of next week.
So I think this will be my 15th anniversary.
Podcasting?
Yeah, I think I started in 2011 in April.
Wow.
And look at the long way we come, because MwaP with a podcast once again was at Zenkaikon, where I hosted 2 panels.
Woohoo! And make sure you put the spelling of that in the show notes so I can properly.
Yes, because we go through this every year.
Yeah.
Yes. So I hosted a panel Friday night, which is Pixelated Fear, Anime Flair to Web Horror's Next Horror Story, or where the fuck. It's a very long title. I had to make it, flashy.
Anime worthy.
Yes. Trigger, like all the hashtags. No, that one fine. That was about like 20 plus people for 11 o'clock at night panel. Or 11:30 at night. Yeah, I was also in a room which was like 78 degrees. Like, I think the lizard people were controlling the heat that night. It was just so ungodly hot in that room.
Okay.
And then on Sunday, I hosted Wano Hear About It, which was my 15-minute speed panel explaining the whole entire plot and facts of the Wano arc of One Piece. All 191 chapters.
And how did that turn out?
First off, that had like about 28 people or so, which isn't bad. That's almost like half the room, because the room held about like 60 plus people, so that was about half. No, that went well. It only took me, like 3 different attempts to make that panel. It was very difficult to make, because just me explaining just flashback, like what went on in the like flashbacks took 20 minutes.
Okay.
So I literally had to like just be like, okay, this fight happened and this fight happened. And then somehow put the 2-minute Shinji Ken and the robot clip in there.
Okay.
No, it went well. Also, as I was doing it, I realized, oh man, CP0 did positively nothing in this arc.
I don't even know who CP0 is, so I guess we can hold off on that.
Yeah, well, later. Have you gotten to CP9 yet?
No, I'm in the Skytopia, Spedia, whatever arc.
Well, after Skypea, you'll get to CP9, so.
Okay. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, if I were you, I would just skip. Long Ring Island. That arc is pointless. Are you following One Piece or no?
No, just Netflix.
Oh, well, no. There's a website that tells you like what to skip and everything.
Oh no.
Yeah, because you will literally get to points where you're just like, nothing happened this episode.
Yeah. I've had one or two of those.
Oh, wait till you get the Chopper episodes. Those are great.
I sense some hesitation there.
No. So I guess they at some point when they did filler, maybe they got too close to the manga or something. They did
Hmm.
these really dumb Chopper or like Chopper centric episodes where he's like a superhero.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not good. You can skip those. And you can skip
You,
the recap episodes, obviously. And what else can you skip?
yeah, we may have to write this
Oh,
down
wait.
because there's a lot.
Just go to onepace.com.
One.
It'll tell you what to skip.
Okay.
Oh. Did you watch the Dragon Island arc, or did you skip that?
I went right from the Netflix live action to the animated, so no, I don't think I skipped it then.
It was the one where they go to an island and the little girl's grandfather is a dragon.
No, I haven't seen
And
that.
at the end, oh, okay, good. That means you skipped it.
Was it filler like in the previous arcs that happened during the TV show?
Uh, so what? You watched season 1 and 2, the live action, and then you went straight to Alabaster.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you skipped that in the anime. Yeah, they did a whole filler arc, and as you can see me explaining it, it's really bad. A little girl and her grandfather's a dragon, and then the dragon turns to stone, and oh god, it was so bad. It was so bad. Though I will say, so after Skypiea, there's a filler arc, but it's a really good filler arc. It's called, I believe, G7.
Hmm.
You shouldn't skip it. I mean, it is like just pure fucking comedy gold.
Okay.
They made it for the anime, but it is 100% comedy gold. Other
Okay.
than that, oh yeah, so let me go back to Zenkaikon. So I sent you the postcard.
Yes, it's on the fridge.
It was a nice one. Um, no, so people know what? What?
Nothing. Nothing. Go. It was a nice one.
No. So people know. So I sent Corwin a postcard when I was at one of the panels, just telling him, "Hey, this is what happened during the panel, and I am bringing up the postcard right now because this is what the panel was." My dearest Corwin, I was just at a March Madness bracket for anime opening. Cowboy Bebop won. Ava came in second. I present tonight. I'm guessing 12 people. Quack, quack, quack. Love you. Love Scott.
Of course, Cowboy Bebop would win.
For best opening? Oh,
I mean,
God,
that
yeah.
theme song, yeah, it's hard to compete with, even though, there's some other good ones out there.
And the people holding it, they're like, yeah, we want to do maybe next year best closing, but we all know that Inuyasha closing theme is going to win.
Ooh, which one is that? I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one.
The one that's a meme.
I never really watched Inuyasha. I caught a few episodes here or there on Adult Swim, but I never quite focused on the series. So,
No. So the meme online is like it's 2 o'clock in the morning and this wakes you up, and it's the Inuyasha, closing theme. That one.
I'll Google it.
Anyway, so then I went to a Hello Kitty panel about like the whole history of Hello Kitty. That was actually really interesting.
Really?
It
Why?
basically no, it just started as a failed like concept. Like yeah, they were just like, oh yeah, the person who like originally like for Sanrio that created it was just like, oh, we can't sell these dresses and purses, so let's like make a mascot to sell like this clothing line, and that's how they created my Hello Kitty.
Okay.
To sell clothes and purses, and then they stopped that and just started selling the character.
Okay.
Let's see. After that, I went to a panel about indie horror games. Another panel about indie horror games. Uh, Next day, I went to a Star Trek panel. I went to the rave,
As
lost media
always.
panel.
So with the rave, were there any dinosaurs? Blow up dinosaurs?
No, there was a blow up Garfield though.
Okay, that's different.
And tons of furries.
Uh,
I have nothing against the furry community. I'm just saying, there was a lot of furries. Um, yeah, other than that, I was just going through all the. Oh, I went to a panel about the Gen X and their like whole struggle growing up with anime.
what struggles did they have?
How they had to swap videotapes. Like, they actually talked about how they were in college and the way they were making money was was people would send them like like a few bucks, a blank VHS tape, and postage to mail it back, and then they would copy the anime onto the tape and send it back.
I mean,
But then no, it gets better. So they were talking about how during Christmas break in college, they realized they had like just tons and tons of stacks of videotapes because they were busy with grad school, and they were like, "Oh shit, postage is going to go up, starting in the new year. So we had to, make as much as like make as many copies as possible." And this one guy was like, "Oh, well, I'll stay behind, like because I had to work on my thesis, blah blah blah." The heat went out, and the only source of heat he had was the 40 VCRs that were all going, making copies of these animes. So this poor guy just slept in the living room with all these VCRs going off
okay.
because that was the only source of heat. Uh, what else? Oh, I went to a Lovecraftian horror panel. Technically, by all means, Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe is technically Lovecraftian.
Really? And what's the definition then?
So the definition is because Deadpool goes insane because he sees something beyond beyond human comprehension, which is technically
Mm-hmm.
the fourth wall. So Deadpool acknowledging the fourth wall and everything, and seeing its creator that nobody else can see, and him going insane is technically makes it Lovecraftian.
Okay, makes sense.
So no, it was just one of those like as the woman was explaining everything, it was like, oh yeah, technically Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe is a Lovecraftian story.
So,
Uh,
who brought up Deadpool? She did, or it just kind of clicked for you?
no, it just clicked for me, and she was like going over the description of it. I'm like, oh, technically, yeah, the original Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe is a Lovecraftian horror story.
Story. Okay.
Uh, yeah, that was about it.
Well, sounds like you had a blast.
Oh yeah, I had a good time. So yeah, not going to another convention till November.
Nice little break. Did they set you up for next year yet, or you still got to apply?
Still gotta apply. But people, if you want to, we'll post a link. You can technically pretend that you went to Zenkaikon and you can request to have me back next year. Maybe that'll up my chances.
Okay.
Because let's face it, we know Setsukan is just going to take me.
You're that good?
No, I'm like one of 4 people that apply.
I know. I'm just saying. We're just gonna pretend that you're that good. You're that beloved.
Oh, then there was the message I sent you. So I was going out to dinner. This is Sunday. The con's done and everything. So I walk by the elevators, and this guy, in a very deep voice, just goes, "Hey, I like your tattoos." And I go, "Ah, thanks." And then when I look up, who is it? But it's fucking Jon Stewart. Yes, that's right. It is Phil Lamar, the voice of Jon Stewart.
The voice didn't give it away.
No, I was just like, okay, cool, thanks. And I look up and I'm like, oh shit, it's Phil Lamar. And he thinks my Animal Crossing tattoos are cool.
Obviously, he's probably played it.
Probably. Yeah. So talking about that, what do you think of lanterns? Or is everybody's joking on the internet, brown lanterns?
Oh, okay. I'm not sure what the meme is, but you mean the trailer for the new series?
Yeah, for this year. People are calling it brown lanterns because everything looks brown. And God forbid they say green lanterns.
Hmm. I didn't know about that brown thing. Um, it's. I was a little worried at first, especially since they're making Hal so old and uh, basically looking like they're putting him out to pasture. That they're going to retire him. Um, I didn't grow up with Jon Stewart being my Green Lantern, like the cartoons, like most younger people are. That's the kind of the first Lantern they knew. So I wasn't too, thrilled with them retiring Hal. But the trailer was cool. I do hope that they're avoiding special effects or just the ring stuff just because it's a teaser and a trailer. But
I
I
mean, we're getting Chip.
yeah, yeah. Um, but I don't know. I mean, it looks all right. It's okay. I'm kind of staying away from anything else right now until it drops.
So I have homework for you for next episode.
Uh-oh. All right.
Because so you're going to do it on the bus anyway. Um, no, because they said in the trailer, "Oh, you're the first, you're the second only human Green Lantern," and I was like, "No, Guy Gardner's in this universe."
Mm-hmm.
And then apparently, people were saying online, "No, Guy Gardner's like half alien."
I mean, they did retcon some of that when they made him the Zen. I forgot what it's called, but when he was warrior, he could morph his body into weapons and stuff. So I know that was something they retconned in, and they even purged it out of him later. So they can try that, but I mean, maybe this takes place before Guy shows up. So we'll just have to wait and see.
But what I was just trying to get at is next episode for a Merc file. Let's go over the history of Guy Gardner
Oh
because
Lord,
one, you love him. Well, dude. Half the time we read the
that's
fucking Wikipedia
long.
page.
It's going to be very long, but definitely get into his Red Lantern phase. He was basically a Red Lantern biker gang leader for a
Well, I'm
while.
just saying, we read the fucking Wikipedia, okay? I
I know.
think you can give me the Cliff Notes version. Oh my god. Okay. do you do you remember in high school, okay? The fact that I'm laughing I know you did it too. You know, like how you would have to like go, you would get like an assignment for what you say for like health class.
Mm-hmm.
And
You're
it's like
laughing before you
find
even get
art
to it.
because this is just so fucking funny. You would have to like, okay, so it's like find an article in the newspaper and like write like a paragraph. Okay, so in high school, most of us took the train into school. Some sort of public transportation. We had this thing called the Metro, which is essentially it was a free newspaper, and this thing was it was essentially short because it was just meant to, you can read this on the bus, you can read it on the train. So all the articles were only a paragraph long. So when you had to write a paragraph summary of a paragraph summary article, it's like the most dumb thing in the world.
Okay.
You're telling me you never did that?
I don't remember, and I never had to take the train to school.
No, because we all know you did the homework on the bus.
School bus, yeah.
Oh,
I might have been guilty of that.
God. But no, I just remember that you'd be like, "Oh shit, I forgot to do this. I'll just grab the Metro. Well, let me go to the health section. Okay, here's like just a fucking like paragraph on gonorrhea."
Oh Lord.
So now I have to write a paragraph about this paragraph I just read. So it's essentially just like 2 sentences. Gonorrhea bad. You get it from sex. The end. Episode title: Gonorrhea bad.
No. No.
Gonorrhea good?
No.
Oh.
Mommy,
so
what's gonorrhea?
Oh, I have to tell you this gonorrhea story.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, no. So junior year of high school.
Mhm.
So apparently gonorrhea was just on the rise in Philadelphia. So they're like that, cities like health services were like, okay, let's go to all the high schools and let's just tell them what gonorrhea is and get these kids to fucking have safe sex and get tested. So it's like they bring in all the juniors and we're sitting there and they're explaining gonorrhea, blah 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 blah. And then at one point they say, yes, you can even get gonorrhea through anal sex. This girl, I won't say her name because I don't want to dox her, so let's just call her Jane. Behind my teacher and I just goes, oh my God, I should get tested. And my teacher and I both look at each other and go, what the fuck? Who says that out loud that they're getting it in the air?
Well, obviously she had no problem. Hey, maybe that was her thing.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is why Philadelphia had a gonorrhea problem in the early 2000s.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God. This is also the same girl that thought the Sistine Chapel was actually the 16th chapel.
Mm.
This is why the public school system in America is terrible. Oh. So, did you see the Clayface teaser?
I did not.
It's fine. It doesn't really give anything away. Okay. It's exactly what you expect for a Clayface movie.
It's funny because I was just reminiscing on the Batman the animated series, that two-parter that gave his first appearance, and how that had a huge impact on me as just being a really messed up episode. And I hear that it's having the, is it the special effects from the substance or something
Oh, I
for
don't know
people
about
who
that. I know
who
that Mike Flanagan's writing it, which makes me a little worried
that's not the
because
dude who did
Mike
all the haunted.
Netflix shows. Yes.
I like those shows though.
Yes, but also one of his team of writers is C.K. Walker, also known as Rebecca Kingle. She wrote Baraska Part 5 and gave us the old time classic line, I'm on Alpha, Sam. At least I know you didn't turn homo in prison because you fucking this wild filly.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Oh God, she she is great. She's a horror writer and she's great at setup, but she's
Mm-hmm.
terrible at execution. And
Mm,
Baraska Part
okay.
5, like I said, she writes some of the most worst dialogue in the world. So I'm just thinking, I swear to God, if she even touched Clayface, the Clayface movie, we're in for a rough time.
No, hopefully they bring her in for the setup and let somebody else do the execution then.
Yes. Um. Oh, and Wonder Man got a season 2. You saw that.
Yes, I saw that. Kind of curious where the hell they're gonna go with that, because it's gonna have to be a
And
different
Marvel
kind of show.
Zombies got a season 2 as well.
Mm, yeah, I know. I saw that one too.
Joy, more Aquafina.
I mean, that part didn't even bother me, but
I'm not getting canceled doing Aquafina accents. Never mind. Oh my God, I can get gonorrhea through
oh
anal
lord,
sex. Um, and I know you're probably going to say you didn't watch it. Spider-Man, Brand New Day.
I saw the first trailer, yeah, or
Okay, you
teaser,
excited?
whatever it was. Oh, I was gonna see it anyway. Definitely, I am.
Oh, well, no,
Re-
no, no. I know. I meant you weren't going to watch the trailer.
oh, the first one, but I don't think I'm gonna watch anything past this one. So I am super curious if they're actually gonna do the six arm thing,
This is
the
just
man
me.
spider.
I was I was not a fan of the '90s cartoon. That's just me. Were you a fan of the '90s?
I don't think I really watched it.
You just only watched the X-Men?
Yeah, and I didn't even. I don't even think I finished the X-Men stuff. Like the last season or so, I don't even think I really watched.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying I was never a fan of the '90s X-Men. So, not X-Men, Spider-Man. So
Hmm.
even like I remember the six arm thing, and I'm like, I'm
Oh, and
good.
man spider. I mean, I knew it from the comics, so
And then after doing this totem stuff, I'm just like, I'm good.
I mean, they can, if they can do it right. I was just surprised to see ninjas in the preview. I'm like, what? So I don't know.
So we can all agree that we know that the Hulk and like somebody else is in that shot, right?
I don't even think I noticed.
Oh, at the end when Spider-Man's jumping and to fight the hand on the
Hmm.
rooftops, it's just like
Hmm.
how it was in No Way Home, which is like, oh come on, we can clearly see that you photoshopped out two people that are below.
Oh, got you, got
I
you.
mean, not unless they're doing that to throw us off, and it's like, no, it's just Peter.
Hmm.
But either they purposely shot it like that. It's like, yeah, but should it make people think there's going to be two more heroes?
Or villains. I
Which
don't know. We
brings
saw
me,
we saw Frank, so hey.
which brings me into our doomsday predictions. So Corwin, here is for you. So, so far we have asked if Deadpool will be in this, Sugar Bear, The Void, and the TVA. So now for our Doomsday predictions, I wrote a few. The X-Men universe is secretly a different universe, almost identical to the Fox one. Yes or no? I say yes.
The X Men. Okay, so for Doom, we're not talking Secret Wars. We're just talking Doomsday itself.
Yes,
Avengers
so Doomsday.
Doomsday.
The X-Men universe we see is not the Fox, 10, whatever it is, it's supposed to be 155,
Mm-hmm.
10055. It's not that universe, but it's one that's almost identical to it.
I will agree with that just because of how many times they've reset and changed that timeline. It's a damn mess. So I will say yes.
I'm going to come back to that in a second. But here's the next thing why I bring up his predictions. Will Tobey Maguire be in? Not Secret Wars. We're just talking about Doomsday. I say yes. You?
I would say maybe in some kind of flashback. I don't. I'd say yeah, in some way, yes.
All right. Now I have Toby and Wolverine share screen time together. I say yes. You?
Tobey Maguire?
Yes. And Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
No, I'm gonna say no.
All right. And then last one, I have Deadpool will secretly be working for the TVA/Loki. I say yes. You?
I could see that. Yeah, I mean they already tried recruiting him, and they're
All
friends.
right.
They're friendly now, so yeah, I'd say yeah.
Okay, so the reason why I bring up this X-Men universe thing, because I was thinking about this, just hear me out. The reason why I give this prediction, because especially since we now have seen CGI Beast, and I was even saying, there's no fucking way that Kelsey Grammer's going in that makeup again for this movie.
Right.
So Beast is definitely going to be different this time around. It's going to be CGI. I
Right.
think that I think secretly, the Dark Phoenix movie was not in the original 155 universe.
As in X-Men 3 or as in Dark Phoenix movie?
Dark Phoenix with Sophie Turner.
Okay.
I think that
Dark
was.
Phoenix. Gotcha.
I think that is separately its own fucking universe, and that's the universe we're going to go back to in this movie. The reason why I say that is none of it makes fucking sense in the long run. None of it. I was thinking about it at work. I was like, none of it makes fucking sense because at the end of the day, I'm not harping on Apocalypse, but just remember in Apocalypse, how did that movie end? Jean Grey uses the Phoenix Force to defeat Apocalypse because Xavier made the promise to Wolverine that he was going to work on with Jean, to control the Phoenix Force. So X-Men 3 would never happen. And we saw Jean Grey alive in Days of Future Past, in the good ending, let's just call it.
Right. The reset.
In the reset. In Dark Phoenix, what happens? The Phoenix Force possesses her, but she already had the Phoenix Force to begin with. And then she dies.
The cosmic entity could be attracted to her and they just may similarly have the same name, but okay, I got you. I'll follow you.
And then she dies. And they renamed the skull, which I have always said makes no fucking sense. Xavier's sister dies in that movie. Nah, let's not name it after my sister, who was one of the co-founders of the X-Men. Let's name it after this one fucking student.
I mean, I can understand them making that mistake because they did it in the comics when Wolverine started his own school to thumb his nose at Cyclops. So, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, the whole thing with the Phoenix Force just didn't make sense because even Jessica Chastain's... Okay, I bet you all of America's deficit, so we're talking $14 trillion, Can you name Jessica Chastain's character from Dark Phoenix without looking it up?
I wouldn't do that.
I, I will give you a hint. It begins with the letter V.
The broccoli person. I don't know. Victoria. No, I don't know. No.
Her name is Vok. VOK.
Yeah.
Or I think it's VO apostrophe K. Vok.
I had a hard enough time remembering what happened at the end of that movie, more or less that damn character's name. But I did intentionally erase that movie from my memory. That movie, after I saw Apocalypse, I don't think I had it in my heart to watch another X-Men movie in theaters except for New Mutants. What was after Dark Phoenix? I didn't watch that one in theaters.
New Mutants.
I did watch New Mutants. Okay. Yeah, Dark Phoenix kind of killed the momentum.
Did you watch it in theaters or did you wait till release?
New Mutants, I believe. No, I saw that in theaters.
Okay, well, because never mind. Never mind. You live in Florida, everything is open, so. But I'm saying that was like one of the weird things. Like some normal states were still closed because of COVID, Corwin.
I'm trying to think. I'm pretty certain.
Remember, I did the math. I said like technically like 3 million people saw that film.
Yeah.
It was saying like 2 point. I think I rounded it up, but it's like something like technically 3 million people saw that movie in theaters. That's sad. Anyway, no, okay. So we have that. You have any other Doomsday predictions?
No, I don't know. No, I don't. Kind of just.
Yeah, I know you're saying media black. I was just saying like, oh, you have like, I think this will happen or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait till we get to the Deadpool stuff because I'm still just kind of stuck. I have no clue where these things are going to be going.
Okay, wait. Here's the last one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Post-credit scene of Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see Battle World, and the Generation X TV movie will be one of the worlds.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You know, we had to probably watch that one day.
Oh, I've seen it. It's it has some terrible parts to it.
You know, I don't know where the VHS copy is, but I did find my DVD copy that my friend made. Because I had the VHS copy, which, just like how we were talking about the actual Gen Xers, the actual generation people, that was a duplicate of some master copy. I gave it to my friend, and for him to watch. And when he gave it back to me, he's like, "Oh, I also burned it on a DVD, so I have a DVD copy of a burned VHS copy of like the master that's somewhere."
I am like 90% certain I do have it on a VHS somewhere.
Dude, I'm fairly sure you can probably find the whole thing on YouTube.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I watched the whole Gen 13 movie on YouTube.
They made a movie of that?
They made an animated movie of Gen 13. Okay. It was made by I think it was Paramount, I think, because I remember at one point Disney had the rights to Gen 13, and that ended up becoming the movie Sky High. Do you ever watch Sky High?
Kurt Russell? No.
Yeah, Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Kurt Russell, yes.
Kurt Russell, Bruce Campbell.
Yes.
few other people. Yeah, that was actually like that. That whole entire movie, like basically, was originally a Gen 13 movie, and it just
Mm.
kept on going through different hands, and then became Sky High. Um, yeah, but there was an animated film. The villain was voiced by Mark Hamill, and it had fuck. Uh, blanking on the names. It had the redhead. Was it Flea? No. The voice of Flea did the voice of who was the big bulky dude in Gen 13? There were only two guys, not Burnout, the other one.
With the skull tattoo on his chest
Yeah,
with the
him,
wings.
which
I
was
don't remember.
voiced by Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then
Fairchild.
Fallout was the other. What was that?
Fairchild, I think that was the
Yeah,
redhead.
yeah. It had Fairchild, the dude with the skull, and then the girl with the purple hair. They were the three characters in it. It
Mm.
was okay. I mean, for animated film, like okay, yeah, sure. You can watch the whole thing on YouTube.
Okay.
And talking about movies, real quick, we have one credible item to regurgitate. So, making the rounds, basically, which we already knew this, but Ryan Reynolds is basically just, yeah, putting his foot down. Is he's basically saying that Deadpool will now be taking on a side role in future projects.
Hmm.
We kind of already knew this because Ryan Reynolds already said that he was writing an X-Men property film in which Deadpool was going to be in it.
Not
So
starring.
he's writing X-Force. He's writing X-Force. We can all admit it, right? He's writing X-Force.
I mean, I don't know.
He could also
No.
be writing a Weapon X movie.
Cable and Deadpool. They did Wolverine and
Cable and
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Why not
Wolverine and
Cable and
Deadpool
Deadpool?
2? Well, no. I mean, what I mean by a Weapon X movie, I mean like maybe I don't know, like Origins, but since it's going to be in this rebooted thing, so we're just going back.
Ooh, you think they would? Well, I guess there's alternate realities, so yeah, different
And
timelines. They
it's
could.
or we could have it be that Deadpool's because Deadpool breaks the fourth wall. He can be the only one that actually acknowledges a previous world.
Yeah, I don't see them going back to the origin movie though.
I mean, Fantastic Four did it perfectly. Hey, yeah, they went to space, they came back, they had powers. All right, let's move on.
True.
Thank God we didn't have to sit through another origin story. Just like Spider-Man. Remember, it was like in Civil War. Yeah, I got bit by a spider.
Yeah.
I have powers. And then when we got to Homecoming, yeah, my uncle's dead. Okay, get to prom with me. Yeah. And other than that, anything else you want to get started on? I mean, before we
No,
get started.
I don't have any other news. No, I'm
Oh, how
good.
you enjoying Daredevil?
I'm enjoying it a lot, actually.
I
So
didn't watch the newest episode, so I
this week I
watched.
have not.
Okay, yeah, I watch with who, not to
Yeah,
spoil it for people.
yeah. I
That was the last one we watched in my house.
unfortunately I was spoiled on that for some headliners in my news feed, which pissed me off because why the hell would they put that literally in the title of the news feed? But yeah, and I think it was done beautifully because honestly, if you didn't know, I don't think most people would expect it.
So, are you excited about the Punisher one-off coming or nah?
No, I wouldn't say I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, but you know, he John Berthal plays a great Punisher.
I mean, well, I just meant like, are you like, oh yeah, okay, cool, yeah, that's coming up.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not marked on my calendar. I couldn't tell you what date, but yes, I'm
I
interested.
think May 13th. Only because I think I saw it earlier. It's like coming May 13th. Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah, it
around the
makes
corner.
sense. That's a Wednesday. All right. Going into our ratings, we have a buy, which is a party time fruit liquor, a browse, which is a point 1, a gentleman's decoy is a low point 1, and as always, a burn is a Volterfield.
We still haven't done away with the low point one, huh? It's all right.
Give me a second because I had to bring up the Viz app, which I am happy to announce I can get rid of my subscription after this.
There's gonna be 4 volumes, right? Because I think I was trying to buy volume 3, but it doesn't have the final
No,
chapter.
volume 3 is what was but what we read
16 per.
before. Yeah, whatever. It was basically that went up to when it went on an indefinite hiatus because of the quote unquote plagiarism.
Right, and that is on
So,
sale digitally for $6.99 or $11.99 if you get physical version.
or you could just spend $1.99 a month for the Viz app. I know. I'm complaining. I'm like, oh, thank God, I don't have to pay $2 anymore. I can finally cancel it. But let me tell you something: the $2 adds up every month.
Yeah, but you got a huge library of things that you can read. No,
No, we're not being paid by them. All right, so we have Deadpool.
got you.
We have
But Viz,
Deadpool.
if you're listening, we'll be more than happy to take your money to sponsor you.
We have Deadpool Samurai issue 26, which is technically the season finale, I guess, for the time being. Story by Sanshiro Kasama and art by Hikaru Iusagi. So it picks up after and translated by John Weary, lettering by Brandon Bovia. So it picks up where we left off last time. So we have Loki lying in a puddle of his own blood, and then we have Sakura Spider lying in a puddle of her own blood because if you remember, they got hit by 2 truck guns.
Mm-hmm. And Wolverine is literally
Uh,
3 feet, 5'2".
yeah, we have comic accurate Wolverine. So they decide, okay, it's time. We are going to fight all the Deadpools. So in this crowd of like variant Deadpools, we get we have Kid Pool, we have Minecraft Pool, we have like Viking
Dinosaur
Pool,
pool.
Gorilla Pool. Oh yeah, I see. No, oh yeah, for a minute I thought it was a maid
Oh, is
dinosaur.
it? Or is that an ape?
No, it's a normal dinosaur.
Oh
What
no,
else
not
do we
that.
have?
I said panda pool, but it may be an ape.
Yeah, gorilla.
Gorilla.
We have baby pool. we some of these are great. Doctor pool, nurse pool, top hat pool. We have like persona pool. We have grandpa pool, lady Deadpool, maid pool, feudal Japan pool. There's a Where's Waldo pool.
There's a what? Where's that one?
Just
Hold on.
okay. So look for like feudal Japan. So you have cowboy pool who's
Oh, I
shooting
see
the
him.
gun.
Yeah, with the stripes.
Next to him is Feudal Japan Pool, and then behind Feudal Japan Pool is Waldo Pool.
His face is covered.
Some of this is great. Uh, so what should we call the should we just call him White Pool? I guess because he's technically white.
Uh, Dancing on the edge, but okay.
Should we call him the vastly better white power pool?
Blanco pool.
Did you ever see it's this great video. It's like, yeah, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Oliver. We're here to talk about your son Tommy. Um, yeah, you should know he has gone from wearing all green to all white clothing, And he kind of, sometimes I find him in the hallways and he's, going, "Oh, white power, Ranger."
Stupid.
And then he's wearing this ninja outfit that looks an awful lot like a Ku Klux Klan. Because if you ever look at the white Power Ranger ninja outfit, that's very questionable.
Lord.
So let's call him the Tommy Oliver pool. so
Rest in peace.
so Tommy Oliver is like, okay, my Deadpools, let's go. So we have Western Pool, and we have the feudal Japan is actually called Ninja Pool. So they all start fighting. Uh, then we have Dead Cool, which is essentially just, Captain America Pool. We have Spider Pool. We have the Sakura Pool, Thanos Pool. So they're all fighting each other. Deadpool. Tommy Oliver says, this all started because of Sakura Spider, and she became so popular because, out of the Deadpool Samurai books, and Deadpool, and Tommy Oliver saying, Deadpool, you ruined everything. We could have had all this fame, but no, the comic publishers, blah, 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 blah. There's just a lot of exposition. And what it basically all comes down to is Deadpool and Tommy Oliver, they come to an agreement. They're like, yeah, there's something you should know. The manga artists who created this, they get paid pennies. They're not making any money off of us. We shouldn't revolt against the manga industry. Yeah, we shouldn't revolt against the manga, writers and artists because they don't make the money. It's actually the publishers we should go after.
Eat
So
the rich.
Tommy Oliver, yeah. So Tommy Oliver tells all the Deadpools, and they all agree with normal Deadpool. So they decide to go out and basically just eat all this Japanese food. So then Gorilla Pool gets a bunch of dynamite and blows up the publisher. As Corwin said, eat the rich. We get a whole entire thing like Fight Club, like down with you, capitalism. And we just see Deadpool and he's walking away from the explosion. The end. I feel like at some point they had an idea because before the break, and then the break happened, and then they totally forgot about the idea, and they just went, "Oh yeah, let's blame the manga industry for this break. Fuck the manga industry." The end. This gets a browse. This is a 0.1.
Mm-hmm.
Did you read it?
Yeah,
or
it
no?
didn't seem. I kind of flipped through it as we were talking since it's on Viz for free right now, and yeah, it's just hardly any. A little bit of action to it, but yeah, they throw all these characters at you, and they don't really seem to do much with them beyond that. Just giving cool introductions. So yeah, I agree. 0.1.
All right. You want to take us into our next book?
All right, so we have Jeff Week #1, The Kraken Awakes Part 1 from the Marvel Unlimited app. And we have Jeff at a theme park looking like Coney Island with, Ferris wheels and merry-go-rounds and balloons and stuff. And he sees a giant lollipop that he can win, and he's all excited. So he goes and plays a game of whack-a-mole. He gets one ticket, and he brings it to the dude to exchange his prize, and he gets a tiny lollipop, which doesn't make him very happy. So he gets an idea, and he pulls out one of the special powered stones, and he gets tentacles, octopus tentacles for arms. So with his 8 arms, he's able to do the whack-a-mole and get a crap load of tickets, and finally gets his huge lollipop. And as he licks the lollipop, he realizes on the back there's I want to call him an octopus, but he's not. What is he? Sept, heptopus?
Well, he's supposed to be a kraken.
Okay. Kelly Thompson writing, Guru Hero on art, Jasmine Alvarez on production, Annie Cheng on digital comic specialist, Senior Manager Digital Tim Smith III, and Ballyhoo Michelle Marchese or Marchese CB Spolsky. Next issue. Again, so there's no words to these, which makes them super quick to kind of uh, read. But next issue, Jeff's kind of ticked off that this octopus thing is stuck to his lollipop. He tries to shake him off like crazy, spin it and everything. And as soon as he thinks he wins up, he realizes that the octopus is still there. So then he ends up flinging it really hard and hitting it into a popcorn stand when Gwenpool starts walking by. Hey, she says, Jeff, who's your friend? And then she's like, oh, Ken. Hey, Ken. And she recognizes him, and Jeff is like, what? Who? So Gwenpool knows who he is. So Ken ends up coming towards Jeff, and Jeff tries to escape by running away with his lollipop into the Ferris wheel. And he's all happy thinking he got away. And he goes to eat his lollipop, but then he realizes Ken is literally sitting right beside him. Same creative team, but this time we have Octomom Michelle Marchese. Issue 3. Jeff is ticked off because he's stuck in the Ferris wheel with Ken. Ken eventually gets, I was going to say seasick, but it's not seasick. He gets dizzy from being so high up, and he attaches himself to Jeff. Jeff is ticked off now as he's walking with Ken stuck to his back. Jeff tells him to go ahead and get back on the lollipop, and at which point Ken starts stealing things, like he picks up the teddy bear and eats it, or it disappears. He picks up some empty popcorn bucket, a flower. He just turns into a kleptomaniac, stealing a light bulb and all kind of other weird things. Jeff tells him, okay, well, there's the ocean. You can go back. And Ken's like, he doesn't want to go to the ocean. So the two of them start arguing when suddenly they're snatched up in a potato sack and then dumped in a cage, and the top is locked. And the both of them are looking at the cage like, what the hell is going on? Kelly Thompson writing, Goodman Yamada on art, Jim Campbell on colors, Joe Camargo on letters, and Heptapus handler Michelle Marchese. So yeah, Ken is a heptapus. He has 7 tentacles. I guess that's a real thing in nature.
Heck, I'll look it up.
All right, issue 4. The two of them are kind of trapped, chained into this aquarium cage, and Jeff is all pissed off. He tries kicking it, he tries biting it, and he's just out of luck. So Ken suddenly just starts spitting stuff out of his mouth. He has the teddy bear and a wrench and just all kind of other crap that he ate, which Jeff gets happy and celebrates. Jeff picks up the wrench, and then something else catches his eyes. Ken hands him some goggles, and next thing you know, he's using a blowtorch to cut a hole in the aquarium so they can escape. Two of them give each other a high five, and they take off back to Coney Island. Same creative team, Kelly Thompson writing, Goodman Yamada on art. And this time we have aquarium scrubber Michelle Marchese. And issue 5. So the two of them arrive back on Coney Island. They're a bit out of breath. They shake hands, and Jeff thinks about the fact that, Ken is on land and he's going to, dry out and die from the sun. So he tries to tell Ken, hey, go ahead and, escape to the ocean. Ken is like, I'm not going. He wants to stick with Jeff. We have Gwenpool calling Jeff. We see, his name popping up, and Jeff's like, what am I going to do? Ken attaches himself to him, and Jeff imagines Ken drying out and dying while attached to him. So Jeff looks around. He sees the ring toss. He sees the Ferris wheel, the lemonade stand, some light posts, and he gets an idea. So he goes and steals some rings. He steals the Ferris wheel sign. He steals he gets some lemonade, and he steals the light bulb, the light post cover, and he makes a aquarium strapped to the sign that Jeff can wear on his back. So now Ken is in water while Jeff has him strapped to his back, and that's how the issue ends. Kelly Thompson writing, Goodman Yamada on art, and this time Fishbowl Lamp, Michelle Marchese.
I give all this a party time fruit liquor.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I don't even think I really noticed the art change. I don't know if this other artist intentionally tried to copy Gorohiro.
No, I didn't notice it either.
Yeah. Till I read the credits, I didn't even realize. Yeah, Party Time Fruit. Look, I mean, these Jeff issues are always just great, and now we get Ken. No real explanation where Ken's from, but Jeff has a buddy.
My favorite part is when Jeff gets the wrench and somehow makes a blowtorch.
No. He gets the wrench, but then he sees something else that catches his attention, and that's when he
Oh,
realizes.
I thought he turned the items into a blowtorch.
No.
Like he became MacGyver. You know, like here's a rubber band, a paper clip. Now you made a nuke.
Not quite.
All right. Robot Chicken Hulk here with a new PSA. The 7-armed octopus, Heliform Atlanticus, is a rare giant deep sea creature that actually possesses 8 arms, but appears to have 7 because males store their specialized mating arm in a sac under their right eye. Females can grow over 11 feet, 3.5 meters long, and weigh 165 pounds or 75 kilograms. The 7 arms, the male's 8th arm, the Hectocotylus, is coiled in a pouch beneath the right eye, which is used for transferring sperm to females. Size and appearance: it is massive, a gelatinous blob-like octopus found in deep waters up to 4,100 feet or 1,260 meter deep, often in temperature of tropical regions. Its diet and behavior: they feed on jellyfish, crustaceans, and salps. They have been observed holding a jellyfish potentially for defense or to use their stinking tentacle to prey capture. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, these things are horrifying if they use jellyfish as a weapon. Oh my god. Rarity: they are rarely seen by researchers, with the MBARI reporting only a handful of sightings in over 30 years. Other names, sometimes referred to as the lob octopus due to its gelatinous appearance. These deep these creatures are deep sea dwellers found in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. In 25-26 specimens were even found washed up on beaches, triggering a scientific interest according to reports in BBC and CBC News. Also, Michael Jackson liked little kids. Please stop defending the pedophile and accept that his movie sucks. And now you know. Do, 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 do.
This movie isn't even out yet.
Yeah, but it's getting reviewed, but it is getting horrible reviews, and people are like, it's because people are against Michael Jackson, or the movie just sucks. Also, remember, he liked little boys.
Okay, not touching that one. So take us into It's Jeff.
Coming from the guy who before was telling me, I need to rub some lotion on this boy.
Yes, because my child had an allergic reaction and has hives. So yes.
Had a reaction to Viagra.
Oh my god. ED stands for emergency department. They do not call it the ER anymore.
You can say ER. I'm not even allowed to say A.
What?
Like hard N and soft N.
Got you. Okay.
Oh, real quick. I showed my dad the clip from
Boondocks?
Friday when Smokey's counting the money.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was like, yep, I knew a guy like that too. And my dad's in his 70s. So they had stolen it from somebody else who would do the same thing. The only reason why I sent you that clip was I was listening to a podcast and the guy was just saying, it's like, yeah, I used to count my money on paydays like Smokey and Friday. And I'm like, what? So I looked up that clip, like 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, flips it over, 120, 140.
Both of their kids.
I want some chili Fritos. You don't need anything, fat ass.
Give my money back. That's my money now. Chris Tucker's son and Ice Cube's son made a commercial for the NFL draft, I think it was, playing the roles that their father played in Friday. I'll send it to you. It's pretty funny. They had some big stars.
Talking about pedophiles, Chris Tucker.
Oh Lord, I didn't know anything about that, and I don't think I want to know.
Oh, he was on both the island and the flights.
Okay.
I know, that's a shame. I loved him in his best film. I know you're going to say is probably Friday, but Fifth Element.
I mean, yes, he played a role in that one for sure. He played a role in that one. I love that movie, but I mean, he really wasn't the center.
Fucking amazing. That movie is fucking amazing.
You know what?
And then the blue chick has an orgasm while singing opera.
I was just gonna say, you know what? I actually have to have my Nikolai watch that movie because he's never seen it, but you just ruined it. But I did make him just watch Reign of Fire, and he had a blast with that one. So,
wait, is that the Christian Bale one with the dragons in the real world?
Yes, and Matthew McConaughey. Yes, fantastic movie.
Well, and talking about other things fantastic, we have It's Jeff, an Aquaman, Coney Island, New York, Meep. Nope, not today. Oh my God, run. Kawaii and Kaiju. I hate it and love it. So we see a giant cracking Ken. Jeff is all concerned, and who happens to show up? But it's Aquaman. So Aquaman decides he's going to talk to Jeff, but he's like, interesting. You speak a sea animal language I don't know.
I'm just going to say, I'm going to interrupt you real quick because this artist does some questionable poses and questionable placing of objects.
Like how Jeff is covering his crotch.
In this, it's not going to be the last one either. But yes, continue.
So we have Titanus shows up. That's his name. T-I-T, Tit, A-N-U-S. Anus. Titanus.
Titanus. But
so Titanus. Sure. There's our episode title. His name, which is Titanus. Yes, yes, Trebek. I like to take $100 on the tits now.
Titanus.
Mr. Connery, that is let it snow. No, let it snow. Anyway, so Titanus shows up and he says, that is no shark. So Aquaman tells Titanus to do crowd control. One guy's pointing at Titanus's junk, as we now see. Jeff, he writes in the sand to try to communicate with Aquaman. He writes Namor, and Aquaman's like, who the fuck is Namor? So,
what's a Namor?
So Aquaman, he decides he's going to run off and, try to take care of,
Ken.
Gigantic Ken. But then, someone takes a picture of Jeff hugging, Aquaman's, leg, and so they go, okay, well, this can't be good. So Aquaman says, well, this can't be good, you're recording me. And
questionable like, art number 2.
And then they go, oh, that little shark is the best shark ever. And then Titanus goes, Titanus is a shark. So then Jeff writes in the sand, Jeff Ken. Aquaman's like, seriously? His name is Ken? And Jeff is like, yes, my name is Jeff. My name is Jeff. So Jeff kind of communicates with him and says, "Oh no, so it was a cupcake." So Aquaman's like, "Ah, okay, I get it. So I had to feed him the cupcake to make him small." So he goes, but then we
He
have this
takes the
another
cupcake. He
questionable.
takes the cupcake with the bee on it.
We have another questionable thing panel. And then we have another questionable panel, which is Jeff's doing the suck it. The what ECW suck it.
I think he's gesturing. It gets
Suck
it
it.
gets smaller. It's smaller. And then he gives him the cupcake with the
Obviously didn't
S.
obviously didn't happen to somebody else who decided to take Viagra and now needs his chest rubbed by an adult man. Anyway, so then Aquaman's holding the cupcake in his crotch. This is the best issue ever since you said, let's question some of this. Then Jeff realizes he's naked. No, so Jeff then realizes, oh no, Aquaman took the B cupcake, which is big. He should have taken this S cupcake. So Jeff runs to Aquaman, decides to have anal sex with him, making Titanus upset. I mean, then he mounts, then he cowgirls Aquaman and has a load that's all gooey on his chest.
Now you're taking it too far.
And says, hey, we have to swap cupcakes. Aquaman surfs over, gives Ken the small cupcake.
Okay,
Ken
look.
becomes.
Questionable panel again. Look at him how he's surfing. Where is he holding that cupcake? That might be some album art.
Aquaman,
Sorry,
who's
continue.
friend? This little guy is Jeff the Land Shark, and this extra little guy is Ken. Titanus says, I want to be people best. Then Jeff by accidentally eats the big cupcake, and it ends with fins. Maybe Titanus also need cake.
Well,
Well, when
Titanus
you're
challenges Jeff to a duel, and then that's when Jeff decides to eat the big cupcake.
well, Titanus knows a thing or two about cake, if you know what I mean. Anyway, writer Kelly Thompson, artist Andres Genolet. The FBI will be at your door for what you drew. You know what you did. Color artist Jim Campbell, letters BC Travis Laham, and covers Andres Gillette.
Yeah, I don't know how they let some of those panels slide. I really don't.
Oh, okay. So again, I'm not sure how much you keep up on all the. First off, this was definitely a party time food liquor.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know how much you keep on with the comic industry, let alone the DC side.
Mm-hmm.
Was Dan DiDio really that much hated?
No, I wouldn't say he was hated.
Because I was just watching video essays and people talking about like how they're doing all these Marvel DC crossovers, and people were like, "Oh, the reason why they never did this is because Dan DiDio," and I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I went to so many fucking panels back in the day, and Dan was always trying to champion, to do DC Marvel stuff, and it seemed
It
like it was
was.
on the Marvel side.
It was no, not even. It was. What was his name?
Paul Levitz, who was like the publisher, I think, of DC. Is
It
that who
was
you're
him, but
thinking of?
but then there was somebody else who's old school, like he's been around forever. But he had a problem with how Marvel was always poking fun at DC, and I think
Jim
he had a
Shoot
problem.
wasn't Jim Shooter also in charge of DC in
I
the
think that
2000s?
was. I think at some point, but it wasn't him either. It's somebody even older than that. But I think Quesada or somebody just was thumbing at DC, and this person took it personally. So you don't remember when Bendis and oh, who was it? was it Jeff Johns? Bendis and somebody went on stage and was begging to do like a Daredevil Batman thing, and whatever editor at DC, somebody high up was like, no, because not as long as Joe Quesada is still the editor in chief, they wouldn't do anything with Marvel.
Was it
So
Bendis and Brubaker?
yeah, I think it was Bendis and Brubaker went on stage and tried to make
I mean,
something happen.
Brubaker wasn't really writing Batman. He was writing Gotham City Detectives or what the hell it was called back then.
Gotham Central. He did Gotham Central, but I don't remember.
He oh no, he was also writing Catwoman. I remember that because he made the cover artist do a Lost reference on the Catwoman cover.
Yeah, but they tried back in the day.
Man, I miss Wizard magazine at times.
I miss having a dominant comics magazine. Yes, I don't know about Wizard itself, but
well, you know what I mean. Wizard magazine. I like that magazine.
Okay.
You weren't crazy about Wizard?
They did some questionable things with how they push certain agendas, and their price guide was garbage. But yeah, overall.
And we need to send the immigrants back. Okay, Corwin, we all know why you live in Florida now.
No, I didn't say anything about that. I was just saying they had some shady
you
stuff.
Fucking
that they did.
Red Hatter, you maggot.
Never that.
Oh, I also noticed that on Daredevil, Bendis has like consulting credits on it.
Oh, the TV show? Oh yeah. Yep. I mean, they took some of his stuff.
I never read his. Oh, by the way, I sold those 2 statues.
Which statues?
I offered you the Marvel versus Capcom statues. I was like, hey, you want these? I'll send them to you. You don't have to give me any money.
Yeah,
because I think because we're talking about Daredevil, and I think I offered you the Daredevil Wool Scroll if you wanted that.
I don't remember that.
Oh, well, that's still on the table because I got a new Wool Scroll, and I was like, I think it's time to retire this Daredevil one I had for like 20 years.
Send me a picture of it.
that I got at Blockbuster. It's the Joe Quesada cover, like from issue number 1.
I might want that. Yeah, send me a picture because I don't remember what it looks like. But
oh yeah, but the Marvel Capcom statues, yeah, I sold those. I went to my they have 2 locations in the Philadelphia suburbs. It's called Game Junkie, so I traded them there for store credit.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'll take the store credit.
Yeah.
And anyway, just giving my local local mom and pop game shop. Oh, talking about comic book shops. In August, I am going to see a concert up in Red Bank, so I am going to stop at Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
Nice.
Because I'm going to stay tonight, because that's a fucking hike of a drive. I'm going to see Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, and Orgy.
Rob Zombie still doing music?
Yeah. I'm surprised Marilyn Manson, they tried to cancel him like 5 times in recent years. He's still a piece of shit, but yeah, guy puts on one hell of a show. Also about talking about music, I also went to a concert. This will come to comic related. So I went to a concert recently, and they weren't letting people in. They were still doing a sound check, so I'm standing at the bar. And I'm like, I don't drink, so I'm just standing there, and my phone's like at 50% battery, so I can't be staring at my phone. On the TV, they were playing The Boys, so I was just watching The Boys with closed captioning. This is my first time watching The Boys. I was not a fan of the Hero-gasm. Well, I was not a fan of the comic. That's why I never watched the TV show. It was really the episode. It was the episode with the plane.
Oh yeah, that's like the first.
When season. Homelander. Well, it's what they had playing at the bar. Okay, I don't think they cared, Corwin. No, I'm just saying that was the episode that was playing, and then Huey and Starlight were bowling. Yeah. It was good. The TV show was good. I still don't like the comic.
You will thoroughly enjoy the TV show.
I'm just saying, I think I got maybe the first volume of the trade. It wasn't even a trade. You know how they they'll staple like a bunch of comics together or whatever. I got that probably at like Wizard World or Comic-Con or something at a booth. They're like, oh yeah, take these for comics. And I read it. I was like, this comic is not for me. But I enjoyed that episode. I was, at the bar. I was just watching it. I was like, I see why people say this is a good show.
Oh yeah, really good show. I got the full run of the comics too, but the show's different. They really took some different story. They really some different directions, but it show's damn good. Damn good. All right,
And
speaking of damn
I
good.
heard
Mhm.
I also heard that Invincible has 3 animators this season. I heard it's essentially just a PowerPoint presentation.
I wouldn't say that, but the story has been fantastic with that as well. So
But I heard the animation is god awful. It's just a JPEG pink.
no, it's not
trying
that
to
bad.
cross.
It's not that bad. People rag on it for the budget and of course the voice acting, the money they spent on voice acting, but no, the animation's all right.
Corwin, it's $1 billion corporation. It's $1 trillion corporation. And talking about trillions of dollars, let's talk about Deadpool issue 1.
Legacy number 351, written by Benjamin Percy, art by Jeff Shaw, colors by Alex Sinclair, lettered by Joe Sabino. Death Wish. Issue picks up in Wisconsin where there is a farm and a truck driving in, and we have some armed gunmen who are letting the cows out of the truck when they kind of let it slip that there's some drugs stashed in here. One of the cows makes a bunch of noise, and when the henchman tries to check it out, he gets shot through the head. And in good old what's the pet detective's names again?
Yes, I was hoping you got that reference. I was going to talk about it later. Ace
What
Ventura.
was it called? Ace Ventura fashion. Deadpool comes climbing out of the cow's butt, which I was hoping they'd actually like make it quite obvious that the cow was fake, but I'm not quite sure. Anyway, Deadpool drops out of the cow and
No, it was a real cow because if you look at it, there's blood.
Which is why I said I hope they would have at least made it not a real cow. Anyway, Deadpool starts shooting up people till he gets shot in the eye, and then the henchmen kind of close in on him, not realizing he has a healing factor, so he ends up chopping them up with his sword. And he has some internal monologue saying that he he had it coming, and he's actually just seems to be a pain junkie right now. All he wants to do is get hurt, so he lets them shoot him as much as he blows things up, blows himself up. Crop Duster tries to drop some chemicals on him, and he's all about it, and then he shoots it down and lets it crash into him. So he is on a pain binge. So we cut to him eating breakfast, talking, and then we realize he's talking to Tombstone, who hired him for something or for the job. While they're having dinner or breakfast at the diner, he takes the coffee pot from the waitress and smashes it in his face. And eventually even asks Tombstone to, double cross him and has his henchmen shoot him in the head and take the money back from him. So from then we get a montage of Deadpool just putting himself through the paces throughout the Marvel Universe, getting tossed in a grinder.
I was going to ask who. I mean, not unless it's like a new Electro.
Yeah, I have no clue who that is.
Him? Okay.
No clue. No clue who some of these characters are.
Have no clue who's throwing him off the cliff.
Yeah, it's blacked out. So
is that supposed to be Colossus, or is that somebody else ripping him in half?
That's somebody else. That looks like a Wolverine villain. I forget his name. Another Russian though.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I know these X-Books, like they're either villains or good guys every other fucking week at this point.
So yeah, Carnage kills him. Kingpin squishes his head. Vulture drops him in a grinder. So he's just out for pain, and then he wakes up in Bushwick in Blind Al's apartment in his Speedos, and she's trying to get him up and out because he's been kind of moping around. Um, and then she's saying, I let you stay here a month ago because you begged because you had nowhere else to go, and I felt sorry for you, but you need to get yourself together. The pain inside is never going to heal unless you do something about it. So we realize later on that Deadpool, something happened to Ellie, and Deadpool feels horrible about it. And it seems to be she's falling into some kind of portal or something. We don't quite know what happened to her, but it's definitely affected Deadpool. Then he gets a note of just a piece of paper flying. He's sitting on a rooftop, and an envelope comes flying by. He uses it to wipe his face, and he realizes his name is on it. And he opens it. It says a taxi will hit a purple car. And he's like, okay, thanks for nothing. He throws the note away, and then suddenly, taxi gets hit by a purple car. And then he's like, oh, okay. Then he has another note that says, a fat man will dance like nobody's watching. And as he looks around, he sees a fat man in a tutu dancing around. He gets another letter, says
Man in a little coat.
yeah, okay. He gets another note that says a pigeon will bloop, and then he gets crapped on. And he gets another one that says, "Do I have your attention? At 3:53 p.m., a terroristic group of clowns will take control of the F train. 271 people will die unless you decide to save them." So Deadpool says, "You know what? All right, this is my shot to be a hero. Why not? I can't wait to see how I'm going to beat this up."
Okay, first off, party time fruit liquor. Second off, are you serious? You never saw Tommy Boy?
Yeah, Chris Farley.
Yeah, remember? He's wearing David Spade's coat. Fat man in a little coat. And then he rips it.
Mm-mm. Don't remember that.
Oh, you asshole.
Yeah, I'm old.
No, I like this. Party
Yeah,
time fruit
I
liquor.
I enjoyed
I,
it.
I, we, we can agree that it's probably Ellie sending him this note, right?
I don't know. I forgot it was Benjamin Percy until I was like, reviewing the credits for it before we recorded. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, this is Benjamin. Benjamin can really get dark, so hopefully this will go into some heavy or new territory. I mean, the cover itself does say dangerous, unhinged, and deadly. So um, I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm hoping that they give us something different, and we'll talk about more of that when we get to Monty's predictions.
So, also, I like that we're getting more of Blind Owl being like I'm just going to say MCU, being more like the MCU version. Because before Blind Owl was kind of like, oh, I fucking hate you, but now she's just like, take the dick out of your mouth and stop moping. Also,
Yeah.
if you look at the apartment, you have the lamp from
Yes.
A Christmas Story.
Christmas Story, the leg
You
lamp. Yes.
have Lily Pops
Lily Pops.
cereal.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
even
that's the
peep
name of
that.
the cereal. Also, when you said, "Oh, Benjamin Percy can make things dark," yeah, you know how you can tell this is dark? Water cooler rat. He's not with his
I was gonna,
family.
I was gonna mention that. I was gonna mention that the panel like, is that water cooler at outside? But yeah.
Yeah, he took a dark turn. He got addicted to smack. He's living in a dark, dingy alley now. Um, yeah, you forgot to mention that when Deadpool's getting chased by the crop duster, he also regenerated in a heroin field.
Oh well, yeah, that too.
Uh, can I just say, I don't give a shit about Hammerhead as a villain.
Mm-mm.
I I think I have said this before with Batman. I do not care about mafia characters in comics. I think it's just pointless.
I didn't mention that also when he shoots down the crop duster, he's like, "Destroy me, make me forget," as he welcomes the plane crashing into him. So yeah, he's not dealing with his grief.
All right. Let me bring up it real quick.
Sure, I got you. Written by Benjamin Tercy, art by Jeff Shaw, colors by Alex Sinclair, and VC's Joe Sabino's on the letter. We do have some variant covers by Ian Churchill and Arif Prianto. The Doom Homage cover, we got Rod Rice on another, Michael Walsh on another. Standard cover by Jeff Shaw and Alex Sinclair.
All right, I'm good. I'm good. All right, so the issue starts off. We have the. I'm sorry. This is such a great opening. We just have a bunch of clowns,
With
literal
guns.
clowns with guns, holding up the F train. Deadpool's like, "Well, I had to make sure the note was right." Yeah, it was right. Deadpool's like, "Fuck," trying to catch up with the train. He kind of uses the grappling hook to catch onto it. He then Corwin talking about questionable panels, how Deadpool's in front of the train here. He starts shooting up, gets in, realizes the clown has a detonator, but he basically fucking just shoots a clown in the head. We have a great panel, which is great reading digitally because you have to turn your phone. I don't know whose brilliant idea was this. But we kind of get the Deadpool and Wolverine bus sequence, but with a train.
Mhm.
So Deadpool says, "Hey, Deadpool then just basically this whole thing just makes me think of the opening sequence to Early Edition. Remember that show?
Nope.
It was on CBS. Starred Ron Livingston, I think. No, Kyle Chandler. The guy would get the paper for the next day's news, so he would have to
Oh,
try to prevent.
yeah. That's familiar. That
There,
sounds familiar.
yeah, there was a black chick that was blind. Yo, this is literally Benjamin Percy's just copying off of Early Edition. Uh, for the two other listeners that are old as Corwin and I, get this reference. Anyway, so Deadpool, he's like, "Oh, this isn't so bad." Like, I find out about the old Nazi nuclear submarine that is coming up in the bay. So I take care of that. Another time I had to, fight the red ape and his gorillas. Another time I just had to save a guy from choking on a piece of steak or a beehive and a bus. But then I also make sure to make money. So I go, because it's a burning building, and this Deadpool walks up to this guy in a scooter. He's like, "Look, I'm going to save your life, but you have to give me some cash." So Deadpool kind of goes through the guy's bag, and he sees that he has a Mickey Mantle rookie card. So he's like, "Yeah, I'll take this, and I'll take your scooter too." And Deadpool literally takes the guy's scooter. We get Deadpool with this whole term board sequence trying to explain like time paradoxes and everything. Uh, so then Deadpool falls asleep. He sees Ellie. It's like, "Dad, don't give up on me. I'm so sorry." And then Ellie turns into a zombie. Deadpool wakes up screaming. Blind Al's like, "Here, let me make you some tea." Deadpool, start the oven for me. Deadpool starts the oven, but he sets his hand on fire. And Jesus Christ, I'm just noticing at
Al's
Blind Al's
boobs.
robe now. Oh, God. Um, and so Deadpool, he's talking to Hammerhead. Hammerhead's like, "Yo, I have a job for you." Deadpool's like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm doing all this stuff now." Deadpool says he now has, he's got a skedaddle because he just got a note from a cat, just like an Early Edition. No, no, he didn't. But anyway, but then Hammerhead, he picks it up and sees that this guy that is about to be whack only Hammerhead knows about, because Hammerhead is the guy, who issued the hit. So he said either there's a rat or, Deadpool has a fortune teller. Regardless, rats get killed and fortune teller gets bled. And that's how the issue ends. This gets a browse, and I'm going to tell you why. Just hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like how Deadpool is drawn.
You mean always being in a Speedo?
No, no, not that. Deadpool is way too, I guess,
Long.
lean in this.
Mm-hmm. Lanky and long.
I'm not. I am not crazy. This art is better than most art we have gotten in Deadpool books. I will say that. I don't know. This art does not agree with me. That is just me. I'm not saying it's bad art. I'm just not crazy about it.
I agree.
That is, regardless, at the end of the day, this is still good art. It's just I'm not crazy about this guy's style.
Yeah.
That's all. That's why I'm giving it a browse. It almost feels like it's trying to be. How do I put this? It's trying to almost like there are some panels like when we're back at the diner and he's talking to Hammerhead. It almost looks like they're trying to like kind of get that '90s like Jim Lee style almost.
I don't
You
know.
see what I'm talking about? Like it kind of like just how the colors are and everything, which the colors are amazing in this book, but just like how the colors are in this one panel, it just reminds me of like '90s comics. And again, it's just me. I'm not saying this is the worst art ever. I'm just going, okay, yeah, I'm not crazy about this style. The story itself is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm giving this a browse.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
This,
I'm bringing it down a rank just because of the art.
for me, it's kind of the story still in the same spot as it was last issue. Kind of, it's moved slightly. I mean, if they'd made last issue an oversized issue, this issue should have moved the story along a bit
The
further.
plot.
Yeah, it should have been half an issue of what we got here, and then whatever's next. Solid stuff.
I want to. So
Mm-hmm.
before we get into past division, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have a question about you with your Turtles history. I have another homework assignment for when we do episode 150.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about this. I have no idea what your comic history is. I have no idea how you started, how you got into comics. Or anything like that. So I'm like, let's save that for 150 since it's an anniversary. We can talk about how we got into comic books.
Sure.
I'm just saying, because I'm like, I couldn't even tell. Like, I'm assuming it was probably the X-Men cartoon. That's all I can think of.
Nope. But it's all good. We'll talk about it.
All right. But talking about childhood, it's time for
Pasto Vision.
All right. We made a promise, and because we just don't want Passivision to end, let alone the show to end, despite many people wishing this show would end. All two listeners. Yeah, the same people who are probably watching reruns of early edition. So we decided to do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. So I'm going to ask you, what is your history with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Fanatic over the cartoon. Grew up with the cartoon. Loved the cartoon. That was my introduction. Didn't read too many of the comic books. Was fascinated to learn that it's literally influenced by Daredevil.
Yeah, so has that been debunked? Because wasn't it supposed to be like this was like Eastman's pitch to Marvel or something to write Daredevil?
I don't know about that. I just know
Was that
that they did.
debunked?
I don't know. But there's definitely plenty of homages to Frank Miller's Daredevil and stuff from Daredevil. So the hand, the foot.
Well, I was about to say this whole fucking thing is a homage to Frank Miller because it's definitely the Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, this issue here, definitely. But supposedly the ooze was the same stuff that blinded Daredevil and gave him his powers that fell through the sewers when they fell off the truck. So there's a lot of Stick and Splinter. I mean, it's all over. It's all over the Turtles.
Yeah, same exact thing. Yeah, I mean, Corwin is 6 years older than me. I just want to throw that in your face. No, Corwin is 6 years older than me. But yeah, no, I grew up with the cartoons. Again, at the same exact time, I was so young, I don't even remember the cartoons. I just remember.
I remember.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, I was barely cognitive. Like, it's like I know of the cartoons. I know I played. I had so many fucking
many of the
toys.
toys. Me too.
I did not have I always wanted the van, never had the van.
I wanted a Terradrome. What's it called? Technodrome.
The ter-
I
we should
did have
also
the van
mention
though.
I drew Corwin crazy with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because I gave your boys the digital code for the second movie, I think. Was it the first movie or the second movie?
How long ago was this?
Back in
Wow.
2016. Remember, I was like, hey, I'm never going to watch this. So your kids watch the Ninja Turtle movies. You're like, yeah, okay, here's the digital code I got.
I think
You're like, my kids would thank you, but they're watching it for like the 20th time this
time.
week.
Yeah, the first two definitely.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was the first or second movie. I was like, I'm never going to watch this. I'll give it to Corwin.
I mean
His boys will enjoy it.
that 2012 animated series was fantastic. The CGI series was fantastic.
Okay. Granted, again, you're older than me, but man, I love that second movie growing up.
Ninja, rat.
Go, go ninja, go ninja, go ninja. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't care. I fucking
Yeah.
love that movie. I had the
Yeah.
VHS. Oh my god, yes.
I agree.
I remember. I also had the VHS of the live show.
That one I
So,
barely remember. I think I was too old for it at that point.
I don't remember it. I have vague memories of it though.
I remember Venus. That's all I really remember. The
Anyway,
female.
uh
All right, story or
oh, how are
the
you
Last
reading
Ronin.
this? Because I have the hardcover. What about you?
I have the director's cut trade.
Uh, I mean, we'll see how we feel when we get done with this. Do you want to go on? Because apparently I didn't realize there's two more of these. Are they even worth it?
Never read them, so I don't know.
Okay. Oh, and the reason why I was bringing this up is because at the time when I brought it up, the movie got canceled.
Yeah.
And I saw footage, like test
Ooh.
footage they did of the movie. I was like, oh man, this would be cool. I know the video game is still set to release. Also, I figured out it will reveal who it is at the end of this recap. But I remember when the whole synopsis of what this was about, I was like, I bet you it's this turtle. And I was totally right.
I mean, by the time you get to the sequence near the end, they kind of give it away before they reveal. But yeah.
But
All right.
I'm saying when they originally pitched this, I was like, it's going to be that guy. Yeah. Anyway, let's start.
All right. Story by Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, and Tom Waltz. Script by Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz. Pencils and ink by Isway Escorza, Ben Bishop, Isaac Escorza, Kevin Eastman. Layouts by Kevin Eastman. Colors by Luis Antonio Delgado. Letters and design by Sean Lee. Color assistance by Samuel Plauta and Rhonda Pattison. All right, so our issue opens right now as a turtle dressed in a hood with a black mask and a bunch of weapons decides to take a swim through some filthy, polluted water. And he's talking to voices that are word bubbles that are leading off panel. So
we see the three other turtles.
Not in the first panel, not on the first page.
Well, in a few pages later, we do.
Yeah, come on. I'm building mystery for the audience.
Okay. So we'll call him Ronin for the time being.
Yes. Yeah. I won't spoil. Don't worry. I got this. I got this. Been doing this for a while now. All right. So we see that he's sneaking into some city that is walled in and just surrounded by, it's walled in, basically, a walled in city. So he ends up sneaking in using some ninja stars and a grappling hook. He has all kinds of weapons. And of course, through this whole thing, he's, inner monologuing that he's not human, but he has his own way, of doing things. He sneaks into the city and immediately, he sneaks into the city and then, of course, we see voices talking to him. And then we finally get a panel where there's three turtles behind him, three Ninja Turtles behind him that are kind of faded out, so you can kind of tell that they're not really there. But of course, you can't tell who's who. So he kind of points out he needs to make his way to the center of this one uh, building, but first he needs to figure out how to get there. So he steals a motorcycle from a some kind of biker gang, and he just makes a big, huge ruckus and fuss. He blows up a fuel depot to help, launch him into the
The
building.
biker gang with the worst Chekhov's gun of all time. Hey, Jones, they took it. I was like, oh, come on.
And then you got some other bikers dressed like the mutate gang from Dark Knight. They got a Cyclops visor. Anyway, so yeah, he blows up the fuel station, sneaks into the building, climbs through the sewers, and then pops up and realizes that inside the building is kind of a higher class of better living people with better things, but they also have some android police. So he tries to escape from the police and then ends up fighting them to realize that they're mostly android, but there's some human components in there. It's like a cyborg uh, ninja, and I think they gave it a stupid code name. As what did they call it? Ninjas. Oh crap! I just lost my page. Hold on.
Yeah. Sinja. Synja. Like synthetic ninja. Sinja.
Ninjas. Yeah, stupid pun. Lost my page. Hold on.
So he just took them down, and the other brothers are like, yeah, they're Sinjas. They look like humans. So while you're trying to catch up. So Ronan, he decides, is like, look, I just need to get to that tower. So he's doing flips and shit. He's decapitating the Sinjas,
All right.
still
Yep.
looking up at that tower.
Yep. And eventually, uh, gets chased, jumps off a train, a high rise train, onto one of the flying police cars. And of course, like any other movie, you think he's going to fly it. Nope, he can't quite drive this thing or figure it out. So it crashes
Dude,
and
he
he
throws a
takes off.
pole. He throws a pole through two of their heads.
Yes.
Sorry, continue.
So, of course, we get the inner monologue, but that he's coming from for Oroku Hiroto. So then we see who's in charge of the city. Horuto is very ruthless with his soldiers. He's like, if you don't bring him to me, it's going to be your head on a pike. So
Is this a crossover with the Crow? Jesus Christ!
yes, Horuto has plenty of crows in his lair. So the Ronin, talking to himself and finds a way to get in and fights a whole shitload of the android police. Again, stealing another bike and causing more explosions. Still trying to throw down. Still trying to reach Totoro, and of course, even tell the cameras that telling the cameras that yeah, I'm coming for you. I'm looking out for you. I'm coming. Be ready for me. So he ends up fighting some more advanced androids, and accidentally gets to the upper stairs, starts fighting some advanced Mauser droids and a big Mauser droid, which ends up knocking him out of the building, and he ends up falling a couple stories.
Well,
Uh,
we should also mention that these the higher intelligent droids, I guess you want to call them, these guys are legitimate, part of the clan because they even mention it's like, oh, the Hiroto, master of the Foot Clan,
yes, who we find out is the son of uh,
grandson.
grandson of Shredder, but the son of what's her name? Um, what's Shredder's daughter's name? I forgot her name.
Dude, I didn't even know. I mean, obviously, yes, but I was like, oh, I didn't know Shredder had a daughter.
Oh yeah,
In real continuity, I mean.
yes. All right, so we'll get to that. So yes, he falls a couple
Also,
stories.
should I know what Mausers are or no?
Yeah, they're the little robots that Baxter Stockman made.
Was Baxter the brain?
No, he's the guy that mutated into the fly.
Oh, Tyler Perry. Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what the Mauser technology is. So anyway, Ronan wakes up after this huge fall, and he's just jacked up and bleeding all over the place. He decides that okay, he's not going to die like this, so he takes off. The biker gang sends the police in the opposite direction as Jones, lady, female dressed in red, goes into the sewers following the blood trail. Um,
Red? Dude, are you fucking colorblind? She's wearing blue and purple.
Purple. Sorry, I thought I said purple.
You said
Purple.
red.
Purple, but she's following the blood trail. She's following the blood trail from Ronin. Then we see that Hatoro does have his mother, Karai, there we go, does have his mother in some kind of suspended animation. But of course, the Ronin has escaped. So the Ronin now is in the sewers, and he's just really in a bad way. And he lays out all his weapons, the weapons of his brothers, and then he takes out all their bandanas and lays it across it. And he's about to commit suicide. What is it called? Seppuku?
Yeah, something like that.
He's about to commit suicide for failing to, kill Hatoro, and also he's just really in a bad way. But before he can do it, he's interrupted by Jones, and he passes out. And then she realizes that he's a mutant turtle. So we see his life signs flatline, and then they suddenly start to come back again, and he wakes up in a bed surrounded by his brothers. He's not sure what's going on, but if you look carefully, you see two of his brothers have the straps across their chests, so that eliminates who the other two brothers are. And of course, the fourth one is also talking to him. Then he realizes that he's dreaming. He wakes up to see a very old April O'Neil, and she's talking to him. She said, "Yeah, you really had me worried, but who are you just talking to, Michelangelo?"
Dun dun dun.
And that's how the issue ends.
Yeah, when I said I called it, because when I heard about the concept, I was just like, Raphael is too on the nose for this, so obviously it can't be him. It can't be Leonardo because that's also too obvious. The leader, blah, 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 blah. So it's either Michelangelo or Donatello. I could see it being Michelangelo that he finally has to take on a serious role. I bet you it's Michelangelo. And who does it happen to be? Yeah, like when I found out later on, oh, it's Michelangelo. I was right.
Yeah, I don't
just
think.
process of elimination.
Yeah, Leo wouldn't be a good fit for this kind of role. I don't think. I think he'd be too centered, and yeah, I don't see him going on this vengeance path and recklessness. Raph, I'd expect it from totally, but I think Michelangelo's a good pick, especially since he's the youngest of them all as well. And I think it would hit him worse than the others to be alone.
Who was your favorite growing up?
Oh, Raphael, hands down.
Oh no, I love Leonardo as a kid.
I mean,
As
Scott,
a kid, I love Leonardo. As
nobody's
an adult,
perfect,
I
Scott.
love
It's okay.
As an adult, I love Michelangelo.
And adults can be wrong too, so it's okay. Raphael's the correct answer.
Real quick, you know what else is funny? Remember that the Avengers of the cartoons, when like all the cartoon characters, gathered for like the drug PSA.
No.
It was like Garfield, Winnie the Pooh, the Ninja Turtles, and they were all teaching you not to do pot.
No.
Oh no, this was a huge thing. Yeah, it was like it was known as like the Avengers of cartoons. Like it was like a cross thing. Like they got all these different cartoon characters telling this kid like, oh, stop doing drugs. But it's funny that out of all the Ninja Turtles they picked Michelangelo, the obvious drug user of the group.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, you're telling me that Michelangelo's not the drug user? Oh, gnarly, dude.
Nah.
Okay, also, did you watch the new animated movie?
Yes.
Is it really that good, or is it just okay?
Mm, I didn't like it that much, but I will say
Your
it's
kids
not.
liked it.
Yes, the kids would like it. Younger, it's for a younger generation. It's not for our generation. They
Oh,
really,
that I'm fine with. It's just I hear
mm,
some people go, "Oh, it's the best." I'm like,
nah.
really?
I think it's. I think they take it a little too far into the silly direction. I understand that they really played up the kids being the turtles being 13 or teenagers, like young teenagers. But I like my serious ninja stuff, and it's a little too silly fun for me. I
All
mean,
right. So
I'm
back
not
to
even I'm not even gonna spoil one of the stupidest things that I hate about it, but you should watch it.
back to the issue at hand. First off, because we do a like or dislike, this gets a like.
Oh,
This was amazing.
oh yeah, I love this. This is fantastic.
Art, colors, story, just everything about this was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I, 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 I mean, it's also very much Batman Beyond too, with the whole, I guess cyberpunkish.
I mean it's Dark Knight through and through.
Yeah, like I said, Dark Knight. It's Ninja Turtles. Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah,
Oh, right. Uh, anything else you want to add before we get into our final segment?
no, I'm just glad that we did this episode so I can read the next issue.
Oh, you never read this?
No, this is my first time reading this.
Oh, I thought you might have read this.
No,
Then why do you have the director's cut?
because it has extra stuff in the back.
But so you bought it and never read it.
I kind of bought it for the show.
Oh, I thought you all. My bad. I thought you had it to begin with.
Nope.
Oh, shit. My bad. You didn't have to buy it. If you didn't
No,
want to read this, we didn't have to do it.
I was gonna read it
I thought you already
eventually.
owned it.
No, I was gonna read it eventually. It's yeah.
Yeah, I bought it. I was like, yeah, I'll read this at some point. And then, just seeing all the stuff, I was like, I kind of want to do this. And I mean, it's kind of Deadpoolish, with the weapons and anything. All right, it's time for Monty's prediction. So people know, we try, we try is the key word to make 3 predictions, and then we tried to come back 6 months later. God damn, I think we were like 8 months away or something this time.
Mm.
But I think you won last time, I think. But anyway, so let's do our predictions. Well, I mean, let's go over our last
Results.
predictions.
Oh boy.
All right. I said Deadpool will appear in the Marvel Zombie TV series voiced by Nathan Fillion. Did not happen.
Okay.
You wrote Deadpool and Daughters #1. Shikla returns to disrupt Deadpool and Valentine's life.
Still waiting for her to come back.
we know at some point she's going to. we know we know Wandra is somewhere out there.
Mm.
I'm not sure. I had.
Mm-hmm.
I had. I'll give you half a point because I don't know if we were reading Deadpool's and Wolverines yet.
Ah, well, that's true.
No. You said daughters.
Yeah, I said daughters.
So you. Yeah. Nah. I won't give it to you. All right. #2. I wrote Gwenpool and Ellie mini announce at New York Comic Con. Did not happen. You wrote X-Force movie announced. Deadpool on the team and is a little more serious.
Coming later.
I'll give you half a point. I'll give you half a point because it kind of seems like Ryan Reynolds is kind of hinting we're making an X-Force movie. With this whole, Deadpool's going to, kind of take a side role.
Nah, that's okay. It wasn't announced, so it's fine. I don't need the point. It wasn't announced, so we'll say no.
All right. Jesus Christ. My third prediction. In Israel and Gaza will sign a peace treaty after both sides realize that the injustice that Rob Liefeld is feeling a year later for not being invited to the after party. Rob Liefeld will receive the Nobel Peace Prize. Stealing the Peace Prize from Trump, Trump will bring back the Comic Code Authority to censor comics. The Secretary of Comic Books will be Ethan Van Sciver. At the Nobel ceremony, Rob Liefeld will not be invited to the dinner party held afterwards.
Lord.
Did it happen?
I think you got a tenth of a point on some of that.
You wrote, Volterfield apologizes to the world, which ends old world wars. Deadpool relaunches at number 1 on the sales chart. Canada announces an official Deadpool holiday, October 23rd.
What was October 23rd?
No, that will be the national holiday in Canada.
Yeah, why did I pick that?
I don't know.
They were
10/23, I guess.
I don't know. Okay.
I don't know. That's like a tenth of a point. We got a relaunch of a Deadpool book.
I mean, odds are good. Odds are good for that happening anyway. Lord.
So we will do a gentleman's agreement. That is a tie. Tenth of a point each. Make sure you put your predictions in the show notes.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do it as we
go.
So
I can copy them and put them in this document.
All right.
All right. I'll go first. Number 1. Deadpool announced as a character for Marvel Tokon Fighter Souls.
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
That is the new Marvel fighting game. Is coming to PS5 and PC. It kind of has like it's going to be a 2D fighter, but it kind of has like more of a like feudal Japan style to everything.
Okay. All right.
What's your first prediction?
I mean, I was really
because I could have easily gotten at a point if I just said Deadpool's coming to Marvel Rivals.
No surprise there.
Yeah, which I think I did 2 predictions ago. Anyway.
So I was hard pressed, so I just kind of came up with some stuff on the fly. So I said, new direction, Deadpool goes into space again. Then I said, seriously though, Benjamin Percy, let's get dark. Let's make Deadpool an actual assassin and actually kill some Marvel Universe characters to get Ellie back.
So he's killing the Guardians to get Ellie back.
Let's get the despicable Deadpool back.
So he's going to space and gets dark.
Yes.
That's your prediction.
New direction, yes.
Okay. All right. I went with a very safe bet. If this doesn't happen, I will be fucking shocked. Mm-hmm. My number 2 prediction is Deadpool versus Doctor Doom mini announced. This is a slam dunk. If this doesn't happen, there is something fucking wrong with the Matrix. We are living in a simulation, and there is an error code. I will bet
against you on that one.
I know, but
I will bet against you.
But come on, doesn't this seem like a fucking slam dunk of a prediction? Doomsday's coming up. we haven't had a Deadpool versus book in a bit. We need to keep the trademark alive of Deadpool fighting some dumbass character. Maybe I'm writing it because at this point they ran out of people to write these fucking versus books.
Oh, Lord.
Or they'll just give it to Cullen Bunn. One or the other. Nothing against Cullen Bunn. They just give Cullen Bunn these books to write.
Here's some money.
Oh my God. We forgot to mention that.
What?
The thing on Blue Sky with Cullen Bunn. All right, so people know I contacted Cullen Bunn on Blue Sky. This is how far back it is. And I asked him, I said, hey, is Jugger Duck from the same universe as Panda Pool. And Colin Bunn said, "You know what? I didn't think about it, but yeah, that makes sense. He is." So Jugger Duck is from the same universe as Panda Pool.
You heard it here first.
Because I contacted Colin Bunn of Blue Sky about it. Sorry, what's your second prediction?
I didn't have one, but I'm going to say Deadpool is going to get a worthy nemesis, a la evil Deadpool, but he's going to have somebody that's going to stick around for a while.
Oh, you're saying Hammerhead isn't a word?
No.
Hey, Corwin, are you sure you want to bet against me? Because when I gave you the bet for $14 trillion, you could have named Jessica Chastain's character. In Dark Phoenix. Look. Okay, what was the name of the villain in the Marvels?
I can see her face.
All I remember was it rhymed with Ben-Hur. I think it was Ben-Dar or something.
Something like that.
Another throwaway terrible villain. Anyway, so people know, and as they obviously saw with our third predictions, we always just go with a crazy out there dumbass prediction. This one is like 2 paragraphs long. Corwin's oldest will announce he has secretly knocked up a girl in college, and the child will be due before Doomsday. This will fulfill the uncanny X-Cast Facebook prophecy that our grandchildren will be the ones that will see the X-Men in the MCU, despite it happening multiple times already. Because this prophecy is true, all wars will stop. Gaza, Iran, Ukraine. Trump will take credit for this birth and the peace. Mad about this, the Uncanny Facebook group will band together to one brain cell they all share and hack into the world's nukes and detonate them all, only before they all suck each other off. The nukes will annihilate the whole world a day before GTA 6 releases.
You don't have an axe to grind with anybody, do you? Lord.
So people know we got the most dumbest fucking doesn't age well thing of all time, where it was like, we'll never see the X-Men in the MCU. How many X-Men have we seen in the MCU at this point? We've seen a handful, but our grandchildren will. So congratulations, Corwin, you're going to be a grandfather.
No time soon. No time soon.
What is your third crazy Yeah, I like how I also said, GTA 6.
Out of nowhere, yeah. All right. Mine is not as crazy as yours, but I did say Ellie will be back, but she will come back from 3099, and like Terminator, she's going to come back in time to save her brother from being undone by saving Deadpool, who's being hunted by someone or something that's trying to erase her brother from the timeline.
You did this one before.
Did I really?
Yes.
Not for her brother.
But yes. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Deadpool has never had a son.
Did I really?
Whatever. Let's go with it. It's bound to happen sooner or later. This is the same guy who bet $14 trillion on Jessica Chastain. So, you know.
Oh, Lord. Help us, please.
Remember, people, Jessica Chastain has an Oscar, and she played a character called Volk.
Look, just because she thought it was a Marvel universe and not the Fox universe, you can't hold it against her.
Oh God, that is the best thing ever. You could see the moment she realized I made the biggest mistake of my life in that film. And that is when she's at the dinner party, all happy, and then she has no emotion for the rest of the movie. Her and Michael Fassbender probably spent all the time just going, I wish I was dead. Oh, anybody who thinks Michael Fassbender's returning, Corwin has $14 trillion. He likes to bet with you. Because that's never happening. That man fucking hates the X-Men movies.
Oh man.
I think if you have a better chance of Sir Arthur McGinnis coming back from the dead and being in the new Star Wars movies, Obi-Wan Kenobi, before you see Michael Fassbender in an X-Men movie again.
I mean, CGI.
Yeah, when he dies, his estate will sell the AI like Val Kilmer. Topical. Anyway, with that, it is getting late. It's almost 2 a.m. Oh, by the way, everybody, so you know, the Flyers were 3-0 in the playoffs, baby. Woo! Anyway, you can reach to us on Facebook, Merc with a Podcast. You can reach to us on Blue Sky, Merc with a Podcast, all one word. On all the socials, I'm Zombie High X23. On all the socials, Corwin is EMP Cast. Make sure you block and report him on Truth Social.
Never been there.
I don't know, man. Because you went to see New Mutants in theater, and I forget the other fucking redneck red hat joke we made earlier. It's too late.
Yeah, I'm surprised my Fandango doesn't have that. It's like I can go back pretty far, but it doesn't go that far back. Anyway, go ahead.
What doesn't have what?
Fandango. Like I can usually see my ticket purchases, but it doesn't go that far back.
Oh, I'm just an AMC Stubbs member.
I got that too.
You save so much money in the long run. Other than that, good night, everyone. I don't have a PSA because we did one earlier. And now you know. Do, 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 do.